It is one of the fiercest and at times most controversial rivalries in all of college football. The two showcase programs from the state of Utah. This game has had a share of fights, it's had a share of feuds. At times it has been a figurative and near literal war. But to most, something about it still feels holy. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars and LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Utah Utes, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Let's talk for just a minute here about Utah. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, with a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
And the Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the single back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Grab near the marker is Simmons. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Utes have their offense in high gear. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good team.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This clash dates all the way back to the late 1800s and is carried on through days of independence, changes in conference affiliation, but the constant is disdain and contempt for the other side.
You're right, Reese. It's pretty wild because the rivalry dates back to the same year the state of Utah was founded in 1896. That's how long these two teams have been going. This thing is historic, and every year, David, it's an incredible football game.
And I love what Reese said, too, though. They've changed conferences. They've been independent. Whatever it takes, they want to play each other because they want the bragging rights in the state of Utah because it means a heck of a lot.
Can't hang on. It's incomplete, and you can't worry about the footsteps when you're running those crossing routes. It'll be third down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So Utah's offense will go to work for the first time today. And guys, we talk about how tight ends are a quarterback's best friend. Boy, this guy may take friendship to a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's so nice to have a guy that the size, the athletic ability, and here's why it's always so good. Jesse, what do you want to do, man? Put a linebacker on them, put a safety on them. Nowadays, these guys can win, and it just really makes offense so much easier to run, and it goes pretty smooth.
Yeah, you're right. This guy is a matchup nightmare. And it seems like every week, defensive coordinators go in, and they don't respect his athleticism, and it ends up burning them. They're going to find out the hard way today. If they try to play him and match him up with linebackers and safeties, this dude makes defenses look silly.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He'll do it himself. Plows through the defense. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air. It's Hillstead. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Davis. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Running to the left. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Starting in 1971, the Beehive Boot was established to determine the best team from the state of Utah. The boot itself estimated to be well over 100 years old.
Man, this is one of the most physical.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration.
There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, that's just a miss by the quarterback. That's a simple slant route. That ball's got to be thrown out in front or put in the face mask of the receiver. Bad throw by the QB.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up his first period with a huge gain. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes!
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. USF is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jim Leavitt, this has not been a blowout today in Tampa. They're up by 4 over Florida Atlantic. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Dropping back, it's Hillstead. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Rushes on him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away.
35 on to kick it away.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Now adjusting. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll try the run. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick 6. He needs to be more accurate.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Davis. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Utes are marching down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Turning it on, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Utah! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Grab behind the line. It's Martin. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Sends it downfield. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Trying play action. Here's a heat. Just a short pass to the tight end. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Not the most productive half of this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Complete on the shuffle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. And the Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, BYU! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Utah has it back in the offense coming onto the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Makes the grab. It's Davis. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. To the air, it's Hillstead. Finds a spot in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They want to run it left here. Running through contact. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Punt is on its way. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
Makes the catch. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Makes the grab over the middle. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left before the half. Making side adjustments here. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Snags it over the middle. That should be the final play of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Beehive boot is on the line, and already BYU and Utah have given us some stirring moments. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's send it back to our guys in the booth to see how the battle between Utah and BYU plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Utes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. But they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told your...
Oh, he's got some space. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Line is set on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Hillstead. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin him deep. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Working that left side. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Now on first down from the 40. Running to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like, coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. 3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, looking to pass. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Grab near the sticks. It's Bachmeier. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO feed. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind it.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside. Defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
He'll keep it himself. Runs through a tackle. Got enough for the first. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. With the catch, it's Ryan. Touchdown, BYU! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge. He's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use his speed to beat offensive tackles and get to the QB.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Working that left side now. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. Starts with a 2nd down play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the 4th quarter. Pushes ahead. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? On the ground. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. It's a draw. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. Now let's see if they can pull this one out. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Time running out, and he goes down.
Man, it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He goes down. Short return, but what a play to get the football back. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice...
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the catch. It's Buckmeyer. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires left. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this...
Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on 1st down. Might be looking to run. Got room to work. It's a seam wide open. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. It's good. Guys, final minute of play, and we are all tied up.
Man, that's a big kick. That's a big moment, a lot of pressure. He delivers, ties this football game up late in the fourth quarter.
Every play magnified in the fourth quarter, and you just get the thing tied up, and the kickoff goes out of bounds to give up field position. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Biggest drive of the game coming up right now as this team tries to win it in regulation. Had to throw it before he wanted. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to throw, it's Hillstead. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Gonna let it fly, and he's got it inside the 35. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it first and 10 from the looking for the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
On the run, it's Bray. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. Shotgun snap on third down. Tight coverage there did not stop him from making the grab. It's first and goal from the 8. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. And the Utes line it up with a first and goal. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Looking for the goal line. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Touchdown, Utes! They move on top here in the fourth.
And that is exactly what you want from this offense. Take almost all the clock, execute, and now go out and take a lead by a touchdown. Great, flawless execution by this offense.
Ready to try the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Hillstead. He wants a big play here late. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. They were certainly feeling the spirit in this edition of the Holy War, and it is the Utes who take the crown in this one. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.